guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Fantastic. No, that my name is not Fantastic. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I've got to be Fantastic, and welcome back to another foundation test video. In today's foundation test video, we're going to be putting the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable foundation to the test. I have been waiting to put this foundation to the test for a long time, and now that I'm finally in London, I can finally get my hands on it. All right, so L'Oreal True Match claims for this foundation to give you a light to medium coverage. They claim for it to be suitable for all skin type. This foundation comes in about 33 shades, and I picked up the shade 8N Cappuccino. So Jennie Jenkins' face was what was on this shade, so that's why I decided to get it. Also, the 8N Cappuccino was the only shade they had in store that kind of looks like it might match me a little bit, even though it might look a little bit darker. I don't know. So we're gonna find out today. So let's just get straight into it so I don't keep blabbing on too much. All right. It looks quite different. I like it. I really like it. All right, let's go ahead and apply it. Wow. Even though it's quite liquidy, it just applies almost matte. It's not matte, it's sticky, but it just applies really beautifully. This is nice. Okay, we've got a light coverage, definitely a light coverage right here. I'm just gonna go and do the other side. All right. Okay, I've got my Aesthetica sponge. It's kind of like splitting a body beauty blender into two basically, and I love this. I think for the first time ever I'll be saying that I prefer the finish of the brush. The brush just makes it looks like my skin. With the brush you can see it looks more matte, and with the blender, with the sponge, it looks more luminous, and I think that's because it's damp. I think I just want to stay at this light coverage. I'm kind of digging this a little bit. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm gonna add one more layer with the sponge, finish off with a brush, and then I'll be back. All right, so this is foundation applied. I'm still sitting at a bit of a light coverage, even though I just added one more layer on top of it, but it's a little bit better than the coverage I had earlier. So I think I'm okay with this coverage right now. And as you can see, this is a little bit lighter on me, like when you compare it to my neck and whatnot, you know what I mean? But I think we can fix that. They also advise kind of dust of translucent powder over your face after you've applied it to promote longevity. I believe that's what I read. So I'm just gonna follow that instruction to the T to kind of give this foundation more, you know, chance. All right guys, so this is the finished product, so this is the finished look. I just basically went ahead and bronzed my face a little bit, and because my under eye, like, I looked not woke, not the right kind of woke, I looked tired, so I had a tiny bit of concealer under my eye and a little bit here and a little bit here as well. Just kind of look a little bit more aware. So far so good. I don't mind the finish of this foundation. I like the fact that it looks nice and natural. I was saying on light coverage, you definitely need to set this foundation. So after I set it with a translucent powder, it went matte. Not even kind of, it went matte. There's no transfer whatsoever. So this is absolutely amazing so far. So I am gonna go off now, and I'm gonna come back in a few hours when there's something to update you guys about, or at the end of the day, okay, as I usually do. All right, so stay tuned. Hi guys, so I'm back, and it's been a few hours later, and like a ninny, I forgot to tell you guys what time I was leaving earlier this morning. By the way, the time was 9:20 when I finished applying my entire makeup, so I believe we can say I finished applying around 9:10. So it's been about 6 hours and 6.5 hours later now. Like currently it is 4:03 p.m. I don't know if you can see that just at the top there. So this is what my face looks like right now. I've had this little bit of sheen on my nose for about 3 or so hours now, you know what I mean? So my face has been like this for a few hours now. I like the way this foundation looks. I like the natural finish of it. We kind of stayed to a light to borderline medium coverage this morning, and that's still there. So for combination skin girl, for oily combination skin girl like myself, I would recommend this foundation for you. For oily skin girls, like you know, why I say oily, you're oily all over your face, you know what I mean? If you're gonna use this foundation, use a really heavy duty mattifying primer, so that way you can get a longer wear out of it, because I kind of started noticing oil around 4 to 5 hours after. I've been looking forward to putting this foundation to the test, and I'm glad I finally ended up doing it. So far so good. Like, it didn't really disappoint me. Okay, I don't see any creasing, I don't see any separation. I mean, I can kind of see my smile line here a little bit, but that's just there, and when I put my hand over it, kind of just disappears. Look at that. And I haven't blurred at all today. I mean, I've kind of been touching my nose a little bit like this throughout the day, just kind of see, especially when I'm not close to a mirror, and I kind of feel like I see a little bit, you know, kind of oily sheen on my hand. And if you do have this foundation, I would advise you, for the love of God, please set it, because imagine if I didn't set this foundation earlier this morning, I would look more of a grease monkey right now, literally. So this foundation requires setting with a powder, as they suggested anyway. Okay, my skin looks like my skin. It looks nice and natural. Even though I've got oil here, it still looks good, you know what I'm saying? So I really like it. Throughout the day, I just kept looking at myself in the mirror because we went out today, and I just really like the way it looked. I was still seeing at a light to kind of borderline medium coverage, and it's not matte. It is kind of dewy when you touch it. It transfers throughout the day, especially when your oil sets in, it starts transferring. But once I set it with the powder this morning, it didn't transfer, and it feels quite dewy. It doesn't feel matte, so it's like a nourishing foundation. What would I rate this foundation? I would definitely rate this foundation a 4 out of 5. Simply because like they don't really have a claim like, oh, it's gonna go matte or you're gonna wear it for hours and hours. They basically said it's suitable for all skin types, and they say you're gonna get light to medium coverage. And I can still say it's suitable for oily and only combination skin type, normal and dry, every skin type. But with oily skin girls, like we just need to work a little bit extra hard to make sure, like, you know, we kind of keep our oils at bay a little bit more. So that's all I have for you guys today. Well, I hope you guys find this foundation test video helpful. If you did, feel free to let me know by thumbsing up this video. Also, feel free to comment down below if you have any other foundation you'd like me to put to the test. And as always, whatever you're doing, to love yourself, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.